What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Danielle, and today we're talking about something real: why I avoid people. The title says it all: 5 reasons I dodge social invites and choose solo time. This isn't about being antisocial. It's about protecting my sanity and energy. We live in a world that glorifies being constantly connected. But what about the power of solitude? Today, I'm breaking down why sometimes avoiding people is the best self-care. We'll cover everything from social exhaustion to why small talk feels like a marathon. So grab your drink, get comfy, and let's dive in. Reason number 1, social exhaustion is real, and it's something so many of us experience, even if we don't always talk about it. It's not just about being tired, it's a deep, lingering fatigue that can hit after spending hours around people, even if you genuinely enjoyed their company. You know that feeling after a fun night out, when you finally get home and it's like you've run a marathon? Your feet hurt, your mind is buzzing, and all you want is silence. That's what I call a social hangover. It's not about regretting the night, it's about the toll it takes on your energy. My social energy is a lot like a phone battery. Every conversation, every laugh, every moment in a crowd drains it a little more. And just like a phone, if I don't plug in and recharge, I end up running on empty. For me, recharging means quiet time, alone with my thoughts, or just doing something that soothes my mind. I used to feel guilty for needing to step back and recharge, like I was letting people down or missing out. But over time, I've realized that everyone has different social capacities. Some people can go from event to event without missing a beat, while others, like me, need to pause and reset. Some people truly thrive on constant interaction. They get energized by being around others. But for people like me, too much socializing can feel overwhelming, and the only way to recover is to retreat into a peaceful space, even if it's just for a little while. It's not really about being introverted or extroverted. It's about understanding your own limits and respecting them. We all have different thresholds, and that's perfectly okay. The key is to listen to your body and mind, and not force yourself to keep going when you need a break. That's why I actually budget my energy now. If I know I have a big event coming up, I'll plan downtime before and after. I'll block out time in my calendar just for myself so I can recover and show up as my best self when it matters most. If I try to push through exhaustion and ignore what my body's telling me, I end up not being present, not enjoying myself, and sometimes even feeling resentful. It's just not worth it. I'd rather take the time I need to recharge so I can actually be there for the people I care about. So when I say I'm avoiding people, it's not about not liking them or not wanting to be included. It's really about taking care of myself so I can show up as my best self, energized, happy, and ready to connect in a meaningful way. Embracing this truth has completely removed my guilt. It's helped me become a better friend, a more creative person, and honestly, a happier human overall. I can give more to others when I've given myself the time I need. So if you ever feel drained after socializing, don't fight it, honor it. Your energy is valuable, and taking care of it is one of the best things you can do for yourself and for the people around you. Reason 2, small talk drains me. It's like my social battery gets zapped the moment the conversation turns to weather updates or generic pleasantries. I know these little exchanges are supposed to break the ice, but for me, they just make the room feel colder. How's the weather? Got any weekend plans? It's all just noise, a script we're all reciting because it's expected. I find myself nodding along, counting the seconds until I can escape or steer the conversation somewhere real. I crave real conversations, your passions, fears, wild dreams, or even your hot take on pineapple pizza. I want to know what keeps you up at night, what makes you laugh until you cry, or what you secretly hope for when no one's watching. Surface-level chatter leaves me feeling lonelier than being alone. It's strange, but I can be in a crowded room, surrounded by voices, and still feel completely isolated if the talk never goes beyond the surface. I'd rather have one deep talk than a dozen shallow ones. Give me a single, honest exchange over hours of polite, empty words any day. Small talk is like eating plain crackers. Sure, it fills space, but it's not nourishing. It's the conversational equivalent of snacking on something bland when you're craving a real meal. Deep conversations are the real meal. They're rich, satisfying, and leave you feeling truly connected to someone else. That's why I'm selective with my time and who I spend it with. I'd rather invest in a few meaningful connections than spread myself thin with endless small talk. I want substance, not filler. Life's too short for empty calories, whether it's food or conversation. So if you ever catch me zoning out, it's probably because the conversation's stuck in small talk mode, and my mind is wandering off in search of something deeper. Reason 3, this one's big for me. I need personal space, both mentally and creatively. It's not just about having a quiet corner or a closed door. It's about giving my mind the freedom to wander, to sprawl out, and to be a little chaotic when it needs to be. My brain is like a messy artist's studio. It needs room to make a mess and create. Ideas don't always come out neat and tidy. They're splattered everywhere, overlapping and wild. That's how I work best, letting inspiration strike in unexpected ways without worrying about cleaning up for anyone else. But when I'm around people, even the ones I care about most, my mind shifts gears. Suddenly I'm tidying up my thoughts, focusing on their needs, their words, their energy. It's like I have to put away my own creative mess just to make space for them. That constant social processing leaves no space for my own thoughts to breathe. It's exhausting, like trying to paint a masterpiece in a crowded, noisy room where everyone's watching and commenting. Solitude is where I come up with my best ideas, process my emotions, and just exist without expectations. It's in those quiet moments alone that I can truly hear myself think and let my imagination run wild. That's why I carve out do not disturb time. Sometimes it's just a few minutes. Sometimes it's a whole afternoon. I put my phone on silent, close the door, and let my creativity run wild or simply let my mind rest. True relaxation only happens when I'm alone. No one to answer to, no one to perform for, just me being myself. That's when I can finally let go of the pressure to be on and just breathe. So when I turn down invitations or say no to plans, it's not about rejecting people. It's about protecting my inner world, making sure I have the space I need to stay healthy, inspired, and balanced. Alone time isn't just a luxury for me, it's a non-negotiable appointment with myself. I schedule it like any other important meeting because it matters that much. It's how I recharge, declutter my mind, and bring my best self back to the world. That's real freedom. The freedom to be myself, to create, and to truly rest. Reason 4, sensory overload. Crowded places, loud restaurants, and busy malls overwhelm my senses. For some, it's atmosphere. For me, it's chaos. When my senses are overloaded, I can't connect or focus. I just want to escape. That's why I prefer quiet coffee shops, walks in the park, or chill nights in. I need environments where my brain can relax and actually engage. I've learned to recognize my triggers and set boundaries. If I know a place will overwhelm me, I suggest alternatives or plan an exit. Choosing solitude is often about choosing sensory peace. That control is a comfort I need to reset. Reason 5. Independence is everything. There's a unique productivity and relaxation that comes from being alone. Working solo means no meetings, no compromises, just pure flow and creativity. I get more done and feel more accomplished when I'm on my own terms. Independence isn't just for work, it's for fun too. Solo museum trips, movies, or shopping. No one else's timeline, just mine. Doing things alone lets me discover what I truly enjoy. I've learned to be my own best friend, and that's powerful. Choosing alone time isn't rejecting others, it's embracing myself. That freedom is why I'll always cherish my solo moments. So there you have it, my 5 reasons for choosing solitude. It's about managing energy, seeking real connection, protecting my space, avoiding overload, and loving independence every single day. Honoring your needs is true self-love, not selfishness. Find your own balance between connection and solitude. Your social life should energize you, not drain you at all. Thanks for hanging out. Let me know your reasons for needing alone time in the comments below. If not, please, do not type anything if that makes you feel uncomfortable. I do not blame you if you feel this way.